All right, everyone. Right now, we have to start off today with the Kristi Noem Nothingburger that you saw astroturfed all over legacy media. Kristi Noem writing a book, actually, and there were a couple of passages in it that disturbed some of the liberals that totally have never eaten a hamburger or anything like that. She shot her dog, and she also shot a goat at one point on her little farm there. Here's why this is a nothing burger. Read the actual context of why she shot these two particular animals. And if you've lived in a rural setting, probably like you shrug your shoulders like, well, life's life. The dog was originally being trained as a hunting dog. It proceeded to terrorize the neighbor's chickens and destroyed a bunch of them, which could literally lead to a lawsuit, so you don't necessarily want that kind of dog as a hunting companion, and then also attempted to bite her. Now, what happens if an animal bites someone other than yourself? You're not going to sue yourself. Your dog bit, one of the local farmers or something. What happens to it? It gets euthanized, generally speaking. You get sued, and then the animal gets euthanized. They get killed. So what's the difference? I mean, she was basically performing a function that the state does on a daily basis after any significant dog attack, so it's a nothing burger. With the goat, it was chasing your kids around. Apparently it was a rather nasty animal, so she decided to put it down. I mean, I would think keeping your kids safe is a little more important than respecting the life and the dignity of the goat. Could she have just crated it up and sold it off, maybe? Yeah, possibly, but it's her animal. Where do you think goat meat comes from? Does it come from living animals, or does it come from ones that have been killed? I would think that shooting an animal is just as humane as gassing them or hitting them in the head with a bolt gun anyway. So again, another nothing burger. The reason why this is being so astroturfed is because the liberals are afraid that Kristi Noem will be the VP pick. I don't think this moves the metric either for or against her as far as Trump's calculations, because, I mean, she's being very open about it. She's like, well, if you don't like it, I'm politically incorrect. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I shot this dog that attacked me and also attacked the neighbor's chickens because the animal could be conceived of as a menace, and I don't want that sort of problem. This happens all the time. I mean, the liberals astroturfing this. You live in like a penthouse in New York City, or something. You've never seen a farm, probably. This sort of thing happens all the time in rural America. It happens all the time. I've killed animals before, mainly through trapping. They invade your garden, you set out a trap, you find where they're wandering in, and then you kill them. I've done this before with skunks, groundhogs, drowned one out of its hole and killed it. Yeah, I've killed moles. Killed a squirrel once. I did feel bad about that. That was a youthful indiscretion on my part. There was a squirrel that I thought was tunneling around in my carrots, and so I cornered it and killed it. I then realized it was actually moles that had been digging around it, and I was like, shit, because I did feel sorry for the squirrel. I do like animals, and I reluctantly will kill them if necessary. Otherwise, I'm not really into it. And I know that's hypocritical because I also eat meat, so, And most of these people complaining, have you ever eaten a steak? Have you ever eaten a hamburger? You do realize that even the bug burgers you probably do prefer to eat, those are living things. They do kind of have feelings. Not really, but, they're still living things. They're motile. They're animalia. They're not plants or something like that. Hell, there are people that take it so seriously, they're called fruitarians. They won't even kill a plant to eat it. They'll only eat, like, literally fruiting parts of plants or pieces of them. Something that can be clonal. So I guess they might eat a carrot. I guess. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure with fruitarians. There are people that take it to the extreme. Beyond vegan, actually. Even beyond vegans. Kristi Noem shot her dog. Yeah, but that's missing the context. And of course, all of these articles have a lie by structure as well. The tagline is Kristi Noem shot her dog. She hates dogs. She's a violent person. She kills animals all the time. Not like every other person that has a farm. No, they never have to butcher the pig. They never butcher a chicken. They never kill the goat for meat or anything like that. That totally never happens. Meat just grows on the store shelves organically, and no killing is involved. Hypocrites. Every single one of them. If you eat meat, then you have nothing to complain about when an animal is relatively humanely put down. She didn't torture the dog. She just shot it in the head. She killed it instantaneously. Sufferingless death, now isn't it? About as good as it could hope for. What's she supposed to do? She's supposed to maintain a hunting dog that's potentially violent and may not be able to be trained? What if it bites one of her kids? What if it goes after the neighbor's chickens again? And then this time Farmer John comes out with a shotgun. Maybe he shoots the dog. You know, that's, again, it's rural America we're talking about. We're not talking about city slicker stuff. It happens. You know, you put an animal down when you have to. Again, I would be reluctant to kill an animal unless it was like, if it was attacking me, I'll kill it. If it's attacking someone around me, I'll kill it. If it's attacking the cats, I'll kill it. If it's trying to break into the house for unknown reasons, it's got rabies or something, I'll kill it. And otherwise, I'm not really interested in doing so. I'd rather pay somebody else to kill the animals supposedly in a humane fashion before I get my hot dogs and hamburgers. That being said, it is absolutely hypocritical for anyone to worry about what Kristi Noem is alleged to have done here, and she's stating it openly. So what's the problem? Was she supposed to gloss that over? She's trying to give it as an anecdote. Apparently the idea was trying to make the point, hey, sometimes you have to do shitty stuff in life. I didn't enjoy shooting this dog, but it was necessary. I agree. If I was raising a dog and it immediately began acting in a violent manner, so attacking animals, attacking me, yeah, I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Nobody's going to adopt an animal that acts in that manner. Maybe it can be retrained or something like that, but it sounds like she had some degree of experience training hunting dogs, and in that context, knowing what she's doing, that particular animal was just different in not a great way. So what's the point? It would have been euthanized anyway. If it goes after another person other than Kristi Noem, other than its owner, she can get sued. The animal probably gets euthanized anyway. Goats chasing your kids? Yeah, I'd drop the goat too. You know, if I had a pet goat and, you know, my kid's around, toddling around, the goat attacks her or something like that, I'm going to kick the goat in the head first, and then, yeah, I probably will shoot it. Yeah, then I'll eat it. I'm just hoping that she ate the meat from that goat. Apparently it smelled really bad, so maybe she found it unpalatable, and she's like, ah, shit. Well, there's some wasted nutrient resources there. It's a Nothingburger. It's an AstroTurf. I think they're doing it because they're afraid of her. Now, just wait until they try the same thing with Tulsi Gabbard. They've already tried that with the More Russia bullshit. Oh my gosh, and with Rand Paul, by the way. They did the same thing at the same time. These people are Russian agents. They must be being paid by the Kremlin. Why? Because they oppose sending limitless money to another country. That makes a whole lot of sense. Now, it's a bullshit is what it is. Kristi Noem shot a dog. Yeah, but look at the context. It doesn't make any... I mean, most people, I think, are seeing through the AstroTurf. We've seen many of them before. Usually in the context of Trump, but it also bleeds out to anyone that says anything positive about Donald Trump. You don't have to be Trump himself. You can just be Trump adjacent. You refuse to throw him under the bus and say, Orange Man bad, and all of a sudden, you bad as well. That's about all. Peace out.